Again, we're waiting to see a bigger vision. I'm very hopeful that it will be a vision that addresses these issues. I think it's going to take a little time based on what I understand of their vision for their campaign. But what I'm simply trying to get across is that we have to address a set of issues now with urgency.
There you have New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio maintaining his non-endorsement of Hillary Clinton. Perhaps a good move at this stage of the game. Finding out Bernie Sanders is just going to jump in, so we might have an actual race here. And joining us now to go in depth on this for a roundtable discussion, Ed Pozzuoli, GOP strategist and president of the Tripp Scott Law Firm. Also, Larry Pratt, executive director of Gun Owners of America. Larry, let's go ahead and start with you, and Ed will be with you in 1 second. I imagine you're no big fan of Bill de Blasio, but what do you take about his lack of endorsement for Hillary Clinton?
I think it may be indicative of the signs of the wheels coming off the Clinton campaign car. She seems to be running out of gas. People are not buying into the old narrative. And I guess as Marco Rubio put it, she's so yesterday. Yesterday's
candidate. Ed, what do you think? I know we have a lot of freshman senators running for president this time around, but Bill de Blasio, there's been some talk that he might have some designs on the White House. Is he getting too far ahead of himself here?
Well, I mean, look, not because I want Bill de Blasio. I mean, that would be a terrible thing. But look, I think the wheels are falling off the Scooby-Mobile for Hillary Clinton. People don't find her trustworthy. The Clinton narrative is not just yesterday, but it is really last decade or two. It's old and it's tiresome. The Clintonian approach of, pushing back on opponents and obfuscation is really old. In today's world, I don't think it flies.
Larry, let's talk about emails. More Hillary Clinton emails have now been leaked. One of them, a correspondence between a staffer for Arizona Senator John McCain and then Secretary of State Clinton about Benghazi. The email praising her remarks after the attack. McCain, in the end, turning into a critic of Clinton's for her handling of that attack. Your thoughts?
Well, I think anything to do with Benghazi is going to turn out to be toxic if you weren't very critical about the thing to begin with. And I think Clinton is going to have some of her greatest troubles explaining all of that away. There's just so many questions about where was she and what were we doing there, and the fact that 4 people died on her watch. Man, I wouldn't want to go anywhere while she was in charge of the program.
Yeah, you wonder where these were leaked from. I think they appeared first on CNN, but pointing out the fact that McCain had praised almost seems like it came from the Clinton camp and the leak. But let's move on also. Hillary Clinton supposed to give a major speech today. Talking point from her. This has been a pretty popular topic, bipartisan support. What do you think about her kind of pivoting to this issue now? That question for Ed.
Can you hear us, Ed?
All right, let's go ahead to Larry. Let's go ahead. Larry, what do you think? Looks like we lost both of those guys at the same time. But for folks at home,
we didn't think they were pleading the fifth there, but I'm sure they want to.
They want to weigh in. This is an interesting issue. We've talked about this. Rand Paul and Cory Booker, former mayor of Newark, now senator of New Jersey, talking about this issue as well. A real problem in our nation's prison systems, overloaded. Even if you convict these people of a lot of crimes, sometimes they have no place to go.
Right. We're expecting her to talk this afternoon about this incarceration. It's very timely, too, considering what's going on in Baltimore, don't you think?
Yeah, I do. Actually, it's that's maybe why. And again, we often talk about the calculated moves of the Clinton organization and Hillary Clinton and her campaign and their desire to get off of everything else that's been talked about her. Let's specifically talk about the Baltimore issue a little bit more and that mom.
Right. It's what everyone's talking about. I'm sure all of you have seen this already. You may recall seeing this video. It's been circulating everywhere, online, on TV. It was a Baltimore mother who made headlines after basically smacking her son for being a part of those riots in the city. She's now speaking out about that. Take a listen.
And he gave me eye contact. And at that point, not even thinking about cameras or anything like that. That's my only son. And at the end of the day, I don't want him to be a Freddie Gray.
There you have it. A lot of people are saying that she's basically a role model, parent of the year.
I would agree. And
while others are criticizing her actions, saying, well, you shouldn't go around smacking your son and swearing at him. What kind of role model are you setting? My heart goes out to her. She's a mother of 6 kids.
Right, single mother, 6 kids. This is her only son, and we talked about this. We heard Bernie Carrick talk about this. You hear so many folks discussing this issue. This mom, Toya is her name, she has to not only be the mom in this family,
Right.
she also has to be the dad. Now, while we don't condone hitting your kids, perhaps this was the appropriate response here, and obviously
Right.
her son got the point. And
think
he's scared
so.
of his mom, as he should be, so hats off to her. When we come back, we got more coming up here on Newsmax Now. Please do stick around.